Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to my shed. Today, I'm going to take apart some power supplies. This one's seen better days. Well, I've got a selection and hopefully they'll be different inside and see what we get. Well, today I'm going to have some fun with power adapters. So nice and simple and a very good source of copper. Some of them have screws in them, so always be careful with that, but generally it's easy. You give it a smack and there we go. Easy to get into most of the time. There's always one, as we know. And we get the brass. Need my cutters for that. Oh, put plastic over there, and along with the rubbish, and in there we've got, as you can see, a couple of aluminium heat sinks, and then you've got a couple of little transformers with copper in. This one's not so good, there are better ones than that, and that will have copper in as well. I haven't got my knife with me because I was using it for something earlier, but we'll just cut that off there hopefully, and okay, so they're normally a lot easier than this. We'll do it the other way. There we go. Go. Lovely copper. And then we can just whip that off of there. Right. And then we've just got the cable. Some cables you can strip these down if you really want. But I cut these off and put them in with circuit boards. And then I will strip that down because that's just thick enough. So that can go there. The cables, I'm not sure that one's got a transformer in, but we'll bust open the others. He's a bit beefier. There we go. Now these are the ones I like. Of course, we don't have favourites, do we? We like them all the same. They don't want to come out. Put a bit of effort in. There we go. And then as you can see there, we've got a little copper donut. And then we've got the copper inside here. One side will have a really fine kind of like hair, and the other side is a bit more like this. And it's very therapeutic taking these metal bits off. Sometimes you give them a smack and they'll fall off. But because I've got the camera going, they won't. That one might. Nope. But yeah. And then again, cable. I should be able to strip that down. That's just me, I strip everything down. So if you don't want to strip them down, That's entirely up to you. We get this one's a little bit different. That pulls out. I've got well over 100 of these things to do. It's one of those things that kind of just build up. Oh, I've smashed the circuit board. There's screws in there, that's why. I smacked the circuit board in half. I'm so tough. I tend to strip things down and just leave them like this, and then in the evening I'll take them apart while there's something boring and monotonous on the TV. You kind of keep half an eye on. Be controversial now, a bit like the Formula 1 now that they've ruined it by putting batteries in all the cars. Because it's really boring. Nobody can overtake. Right, let's get that out. These are so easy to take apart. There's that one. Oh, I've got to pull that out of there because it's got that's brass in there. There we go. I'll pull those out because they're usually brass. See things pinging off all over the place. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's get a magnet. Oh, I can't even pull these magnets off. It's so strong. Ugh. Nope. So they're brass as well. And then we've got transformer there. And then again, little donut, another transformer. So you can see how quickly you can build up the copper. Because these are really not difficult to do. I highly recommend them. I've got to do that one. Might help if I took that off. There we go. Come on. Ah, there we go. Always check, because sometimes they can be steel, so always check those. Luckily that one is brass. There we go. And we got two more. Let's see what's in these ones. That was easy. I even stripped these little bits down because I'm like that. So that's only got the one transformer, and there's a bit of copper on that one there. Come on. There we go. You can get some blue M&Ms on them. For a minute, let's have a look. again, another, that was an IC chip on this one. You see just in there. There we go, IC chip just there. So they've all got, there's all different grades of them, I guess. There's another IC chip there, tiny one. Right, that's those. I'll take them out later. And I want to get into this. It's off a large electrical item. It's a power switch, on-off power switch. And I thought I'll wait to do a video on that because it might have some nice silver contacts in. So I'm thinking it's got an old style plug on, so it's probably quite old. Not exactly sure how to get into it, but we can work that out as we go along, can't we? Whoa! I might find that again at some point. He went for a quick fly across the shed. Undo this, so I can't see any screws on it. There's kind of rivets in the corners. There's no screws under there. Let's give it a whack. I was just about to say I'm not a fan of whacking things off, but it could be taken the wrong way. Some movement. Wow. Okay. Chisel. I have a special chisel for doing things like that. It's a nice old one. So I think if I go into the corners, I used to use this for taking tyres off car wheels. So, oh, there we go. Right, let's have a look. Let's try those. They might be able to do that. See, I always think I've got the tools I need, and then I have to get some more. I'm sure most of you are the same. I could always turn the camera off and pretend I've got everything, but you know, I like to keep it real here. Right, I'm gonna have to undo. Actually, they'll just pull out of there. Oh, I know what this is now. I think we might be disappointed. Although the cable's nice and thick. Right. Oh no. Oh, this is going to be nice. Come on. That blade there. Something a bit more beef. There we go. Alright. Nice. Right. We'll be able to get the brass out of there. It should be relatively simple, he says. Yes. Does they come out nice and easy? And yes, there's silver contacts on each one. And if we look, you'll see the little dot in the center there. That is the silver contact. So we've got one of those on each one, and we've got two on these. There's a little spring in there, so I just have to be careful of that. Now if we look on that, you can see a silver contact on, if I get it in focus, come on. There's a silver contact on each end, but you don't want to focus, come on. He doesn't want to play. There we go. There's a silver contact on each end. We've got 4 of those. Now, that could be about it, to be fair. Oh no, I've got this. Got brass there. That's brass in the top. Oh, look at that. Lovely piece of brass. I'll have to take that off, but there may possibly be some steel inside that. Always got to be careful. You don't want to be mixing things up. Easy way to test that. Yep, it's got some steel inside there, so I'm going to have to break that open and I'll get the steel off so then I can have all the brass. And this is probably the best thing in here. Should be copper. Yes, look at that, lovely. That's a beast. So some lovely copper on there. It's a bit like a what's the word, solenoid out of a like dishwashers and things. It's very similar to that. And then obviously we've got the brass on the cables, and then we've got in the corner, if that will come out, which probably won't, but that's copper in the corner. So I will dig those out to get the copper. Let's just take that off. I'll have to undo that. So we'll get that started. Okay. He doesn't want to play. I'm going to have to undo that anyway. So we'll get that and do that. So we can get that off there. That possibly be brass? It's brass. Slightly magnetic, but it is brass. So that's good. Only it won't come out because that's in the way. Let's see if we can get them through there. Nope. Right, I'll have to undo those to get that out. And then it's just this which has been a bit of a pain, shall we say. But actually there wasn't that much in there. It's not what I thought it was going to be. Been saving it and then it wasn't as good as I thought. Oh, I won't bother with that. We'll come back to that later. And then there's just a small matter. I'm saying very common there. Matter of the plug. We've even got a tiny bit of brass in there. Make my backache being down here now. Things I'd do for you guys and girls. Got old age sitting on the floor. There we go, we've got a nice cable out of that. That's probably the best, other than that, the best thing. I love the old style plugs, they're just so easy. I'll push that screw out of there so it can turn, because we don't want to leave anything behind. We don't discriminate here, we take everything out. There's nothing, and that's just stick. There we go. I think that'll be it for today. As you can see, ow, that was the magnet. We've got some lovely brass. We've got some lovely silver contacts. There's the brass, most of the brass. Got some lovely copper going on in there, lots of transformers and aluminium heat sinks. Transformers, blue M&Ms, IC chips, we've got a lot going on there. And we've got a bit of cable. So there we have it. Even the little power supplies can have a nice amount of copper for the size of them. And some brass, and happy days. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to anyone who's viewed any of my videos. Thank you for all the likes and comments. Please subscribe, it would help me enormously. I think there should be a link here. And we'll have some more videos for you to look at somewhere here. Hopefully, if I can grasp the technology, we'll be okay. In the meantime, keep scrapping.